What's going on, good people? Welcome back, welcome back. So far early in the spring, man, we've been finding crappie suspended above brush, and all the crappie that I found have been smaller, but I have been catching them. So what I did notice is that the bigger fish that I have been catching over the past few weeks have been hugged close tight to the brush and deep in the brush, not actually suspended above the brush. It's midweek. I usually go fishing on the weekends. This weekend I have a graduation to go to, and man, I told a couple family members I was gonna bring some crappie to them. So man, I'm out here trying to keep my word, y'all. So last weekend I had a fish fry with some of my co-workers, and the freezer's pretty empty. So far, man, we've got it on a couple today. Let me show you the two that we got. Those are some pretty nice slabs, right? So basically all I've did is I found some brush piles. I'm only in about 10 foot of water, 12 feet at some points, and I got those two big guys off of these brush piles. So let's see how many we can do, keeping this same approach, man. I've marked about 3 or 4 brush piles in the area. I've got buoys out marking them, and let's just go ahead and pull up and see if we can catch a few off these piles. All right, we're coming up on this brush pile now. Okay, got a few fish. Now these fish, these dots here, let me pause this. These dots here are what I'm going to, that dot there, that dot, and that dot. Those bigger dots are going to be crappie. All right, guys, so y'all see my buoy is right here. I've got the buoy marking the brush pile. The brush pile is actually going to be about 4 feet wide, I'd say, right in here. All right, so the fish that I marked that are gonna be crappie, we're gonna be about 6 feet down. I'm using my 8-foot ACC crappie stick. And I'll just take my jig and make it even with the bottom of my rod. And now, I can pretty much just dip this Bobby Garland down into this brush and wait for something to bite it. I'll keep it about 2 feet off the surface, and that'll have me right down about 6 feet. And the bite, man, has been really light, but they definitely they're taking it. It's not a thump, but they're hitting it just enough to let me set that hook, and I've been getting some really good hook sets. There we go, guys. There we go. There we go. Just that easy, guys. Just that easy. About 11 inches. Maybe a little bit on the thin side, but definitely keep them. We'll just keep doing that same thing, man. I guess it's a good time to show you what I'm using. This is actually a crappie magnet jig. I'm going with the 1/16. I'm using a Bobby Garland 2-inch bait. This is going to be, the top is going to be purple flakes on it, and the bottom's going to be monkey milk. And the reason I went with this chartreuse head is that, you know, as I'm getting more acclimated with this color selector will give you 2 color readings. It'll give you a plain color reading and a fluorescent color reading, and the fluorescent color reading I got was for chartreuse, so that's why I'm going with the chartreuse head, and the plain color I got was going to be purple, so that's why I went with that purple flake. Now I was casting at these brush piles and didn't get a fish on, so the next thing is, you know, I said let's vertical jig them. I just had a good idea. I wasn't actually sure if I was seeing bluegill or crappie, to be honest with you, at first, until the first catch, of course. But I have no doubt been pulling out some nice sized crappie. Hung down in the brush this time. Came off. See, if you don't jerk on it, a lot of times your jig will end up turning down in the water and you'll come off of whatever branch you hung on. So I try not to pull on it too much. There we go. There we go. Just that easy, guys. Just that easy. These crappie are like a golden color. The first one I got was the normal bluish greenish color. The rest of them have been a little golden. There we go, guys. There we go. I missed the bite the first couple times. It's just a light tap. Just a light tap. They are not chumping down on it. They aren't chumping, they aren't thumping it. They're just tapping it. And I've got to pull up and set the hook. And that probably explains why I wasn't getting any on the cast. They just don't seem to be overly aggressive with the bite. So that jig that's moving through the water, it's probably moving just a little bit faster than they want to work right now. All right, so it looks like majority of the fish that we were marking earlier are not here anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up these buoys and we'll keep on moving. All right, guys, we are chasing crappie right now. We're chasing crappie. I found a school, not a humongous school or anything, but it's a nice size school. I say at least 20 something fish in it. But they keep moving on me. Every time I put a buoy out to mark them, they end up moving. So what I'm doing here is I know the general area that they're in, and I'm just riding around and finding them on this side scan. And then once I find them on the side scan, I'll get close to them and cast to them, and I've been able to get a couple. So y'all see here, you see that shadow there? These are the fish here casting the shadow. And I'm pretty sure those are gonna be the crappie. I've got all kind of waypoints marked in this area. And I'm just marking the fish, basically. Y'all see here, they're on the side scan again. I caught one on the cast. Didn't get it on camera, obviously. Here they are. Y'all see that? Here they go. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna vertical. I'm gonna drop a vertical jig. I've kind of got a fish on already, y'all. Fish on already. Fish on already. Y'all saw that? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Probably This is gonna be the second smallest one we caught today. But not a bad fish. Got one, y'all. There we go. There we go. Saw him on the side scan and pitched this jig over to it. All right, we're gonna take one more pass, spot these fish out one more time, see if we can get a bigger fish, man. But guys, man, you just need time in the water. It gets easier every time out. I'm speaking from experience, you know what I mean? But I thank y'all for watching, man. As always, man, like, comment, and subscribe, man. Please comment on the video, man. It helps that algorithm push us out there to more people. So I appreciate you guys once again, man. And until next time, LFE Worldwide, signing out.